Hey guys, this is John from ScanNCut Canvas and Scout Help on Facebook. Okay, today is August 9th of 2016. We just got an awesome new update from Brother. So I want to try to hit all of the things that we have. And there are some doozies in here. Okay, I just reestablished my Wi-Fi. I don't normally use it because with our thick walls it's kind of hard. First one's going to be sending back and forth between the machine and ScanNCut Canvas. So here's my little thing I put down. Now mind you, I'm not going to use any of this. This is just for demonstration. Let me bring you in here. Okay, so let's go to scan in the direct cut. Now, select a device. We're going to do the canvas one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start it, and it's going to scan it in. I'll come back when it's done. Okay, notice it says transferring. That is transferring via Wi-Fi over to my computer. Transferring finished. Okay, well, you go and you read through all this. Operate on ScanNCut Canvas. Recall the scanned image transferred from machine and convert it to the cutting data. Transfer the cutting data to machine. Press the key shown below and recall the cutting data transferred back from Canvas. Well, just where in the heck did it go, right? Well, let's come, and sorry, my camera skills leave a lot to be desired. And mind you, this is a computer screen, so they do not record well, and that's designed for safety, so people can't record. Okay? Alright, so I'm trying to get this in there. Well, where do you go? You can look all over God's green earth for that file. The only place you are going to find it is if, let me make sure this is coming up in there. Okay, yeah. If you come up to trace, this is the screen that comes up. Select scanned image from ScanNCut. So let's select it. Okay, so there it is. Now, I'm not going to make any changes to it. Okay, this is what comes up. Let's just do outline, number of colors 5, and let's hit OK and just see what comes in. And this may take a little while, so I'm going to pause this and come back. That took forever, but it came across and I am duly impressed. I cannot believe the crisp clearness of the lines that this captured. So it's a very, very nice job. However, I am slightly concerned because it looks like these may have captured over the line. But when I send it back, that should let me know that. So I wonder how that's going to work. But according to the way that thing said, we should be able to hit this. So let's go through this and be able to hit this. Wow, this is running slow. Hit this. Okay. Bumpy ride. Bring it back. Focus. Hit this, and it should come through. Should. Uh-oh. Okay. This is what I want. Let's come in here. You know what? Let's try to do this differently. Let's try to get rid of everything but what I want. let's see how this goes. I see a problem. We kind of missed our lines. A little bit. I'll do a cut head adjustment and maybe that'll work, but it's a little bit off. But it worked. It went from machine to canvas and back, and it cut. And it did a pretty nice job. So that's a really nice new thing that we have. Another update is specifying an inside offset, removing unnecessary patterns such as dots, lines, etc. in the direct cut mode, trial cutting in the direct cut mode, previewing in grayscale recognition mode in either direct cut or ScanNCut data mode. Let's see, this is the direct cut mode, and this is in grayscale. This is the embossing, and we're going to get into the embossing because it's pretty heavy duty. Like, it, to me, it seems like there are an awful lot of steps to do when you get into that embossing screen. But for this, it just says that you're able to remove a lot more of the kind of extra stuff you don't want in there. Okay, so let's see. Now this is the direct cut mode as it previews on your screen. Is it not funny how this looks different than what was sent to Canvas? But also, if you notice, like my two postage stamps here, the ones up here are missing, and the reason is because anything that lies on the outside edges that are very close to the edge, the outer edge of your mat, will not be picked up by the scanner. So if you have something that lays right over here, move that to the inside, pull it away from the edges. That's all you have to do, and then it picks it up right away. Okay? Alright, let's back out of here. Let's take a look at, okay, the premium functions. Just come in and click on. Because what that is, it says, where's it at? It says that they're going to have some really cool stuff coming out in different parts of the world at kind of various times. So the US may get it, in Australia maybe a month later or a week later, or they may get it before us. You know, it's no big deal. There is a popular someone who tries to make big deals out of it. Don't worry, you guys, don't fall into that trap. Brother is not like that. They give updates to everyone and they're free, so no worries there. Your emboss settings, you may want to come in and set those. Even if you don't have the embossing tool, I will show you how to use my free tool that you can make, so these will still be usable to all of us. Okay, just the template stuff we probably won't have to worry about. Okay, and I am going to come in here, the fill additional line. This is the patterns. Okay, you can have it blank, which is okay. The direction, all that stuff, you can change that as you want. Additional lines, whatever. But what you need to understand is that, let me pull one up here. Actually, no, let me come back in here because I want to show you, and I can't have it solid to be able to show you. Gotta pull it away. Okay. Do you notice the color? the fill that area, that design, be it solid or whatever, is blue because it is a draw function. Okay? So all those little lines will be drawn. Okay? They will not be cut. And we'll fly through here and show you. Okay, there's the cut line. There's all the draw lines. Now, those of us that have used Scal, I did this a long time ago, so we've already been able to do all of this. We've actually been able to fill it solid or do whatever kind we want in there. We've been able to do that for a very long time. So now those of you that use just canvas only, now you can do this as well. So that's a really good thing. Brother's really upping their game for you guys, okay? And then emboss, watch all of this stuff. You have the create template and the emboss. You gotta delete all that. Oh, to me, it's just a big ugly yuck. Okay? I'm trying to get to the screen where is that? Is it this one? No. Okay, maybe this it? Okay. You have all of this stuff that comes up in here, and you read it, it starts to sound... Alright, right. You see all of this? But then there's another one that has like 8 pages. Oh my gosh. To me, I'll show you how I do mine, and it's really painless. Okay. Let's go in here. Let's grab something else. Let's grab a flower. And let's grab... I'll grab 2 of them. Oops. What am I doing? I have no idea. Okay. So let's grab those. Let's make one a little bit bigger. Pull this one out here. Pull that one out there. Okay, now this is the fill. Alright. That is the mirror. There is your little seam allowance thingy, okay? Alright. Okay, so I've got to the part with the emboss. Here's with the instructions. I can only get to, I think, page 5. Fold the template and attach it to the mat with its folded portion along the bottom line of the mat's attaching area. Put the material to be embossed between the folded template and determine the position of the patterns. Leave a space of at least an 1/8 inch between the material and the folded portion. Unfold the template and fix the material to be embossed with masking tape as needed. Then fold the template again. Cut the scanning support sheet large enough to cover the template. Cover the template with the scanning support sheet and set it to the machine. After the machine is set up, press the start-stop button. So that's page 5 of 8. There's still 3 more pages. Sounds like a little bit too much for me. And you also have to use additional supplies. So let's try to use my little embossing thing, because with this extra little button here, it's actually really fun and super easy. Okay, to do my embossing, that craft foam that your kids, use when they're little, they cut stuff out of and stick it all over your walls and doors. That's what I use. Now you can get just a regular sheet of the foam. It does not have to be the adhesive kind. I just use this because I've had it forever. Okay, so I've had it on hand. Now I take mine and I'll lay it at like 2 inches down, 3 inches in. So I use my grid marks so that I know where to place my file. Now you could use an entire one if you want, but you would then probably have to spray the back of your paper with some adhesive stuff so that your paper would stick. Oops, I'm going to have to move this over. I was already playing. So let's do a 1-in-1. And with this, I don't have to use any adhesive on my paper because the mat holds it down. And I have zigged mats, so I don't have to worry about it. And there's the skulls, as you can see. Skulls I've already done. So this works extremely well, and I don't have to fold, I don't have to put any funky stuff in there. Now let me find my embossing thing. Now let me focus this. This is the embossing tool I made. It's got Sculpey clay. Let me undo this. It has Sculpey clay stuffed into it. So this is a dedicated holder. It has Sculpey clay stuffed in there. And it has that metal nail tool. Alright, so I tighten this down just like you would a blade. Alright, so it is fully adjustable. Alright, and I know that to do my paper, I need about a 1, I think I need about a half. So that's the setting, and you notice it doesn't have a cap on it. It's filled with glue. It doesn't have a cap on it because now when Brother put this update out, it changed the way the little thingies read. And I figured that out by going through and doing my little things that I do to the machine. And I understand that, so I just modified my holder. And the things that I make up do not hurt your machine, do not alter the way it works, don't have any chance of harming it in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so let's come in here, let's get a pattern, let's do, what's that little pumpkin look like? I don't want a thing with a lot of stuff to it. Alright, so let's grab this pumpkin. Oh, you know what? I was messing around with the lines. That's what happens when you set your lines. So let's decrease the size of him. And I know my little embossing mat is set at 1 inch, 1 inch. So I'm going to bring it down. Put it at 1 inch and 1 inch, a little bit under that. Maybe with my shaky hands. Okay, okay. Line emboss. Watch what happens. So I hit it. Okay, I hit start. Attach appropriate holder. Okay, and I hit it again. And it starts. I didn't go through all of that stuff they had written in there, or nothing like that. I stuck a piece of foam down, and that's what I got. A nice, deep emboss. There's the deboss. That's nice. It's good. Works perfect. Now, you can go ahead and do a full 12 by 12 if you want. Then you'd have to spray the back of your paper to adhere it, and that would be a temporary adhesive. Or you could do like a 10 by 10. That would give you 2 inches of adhesive on each side to stick your paper to, so that it doesn't slide around. And that's what I would probably do. Or just use a sheet like this, but or you can use 2 sheets and just do the 2x2, you know, whatever you want. But that's how I emboss, and I'm telling you, it works good. If you want to use the push button emboss that they now offer us on the machine. There's always the universal pen holder to emboss that way. Just make your files differently, okay? Like I said, we've been able to use this emboss for a very long time, and we've also been able to use the color fill for a very long time too. Alright, I'll be back. Also, the new, when we do the next updates, people that have wireless will be able to do that with your wireless network now. So instead of using your stick or your cord, you can do it wirelessly. It says you now have the ability to save up to 12 wireless network connections. You can use direct cut mode with Canvas, of course, we just seen that, and it works extremely well. Here, this is in the files that we have on our group. Our group is just jam-packed with information for all of us scanning cutters and people that use Canvas, Inkscape, all of that. The mat size keys to switch the mat in the scan to USB mode. So a lot of scanning improvements, and then the displaying of the time to draw or cut, all of that good stuff. Your ability to flip multiple patterns, making your outlines thicker, and that, let me show you. You do that by going right here where I was just at, monkeying around. Let me focus this in. You do that by coming into that fill right here. Okay, additional lines, you can put 1. And you can fill it to about, you can add it to, okay, they have like that. That's their standard setting. So let's come in here and see. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the standard shapes. Let's check the flower. Okay. So according to that, this flower should now be thicker. Should have a thicker line. Okay. And it does look like it is a little bit thicker. Okay. Let me come back here. Okay, and it looks like it has removed it. But that's supposedly how you make your line thicker. And you can really tell when you go hog wild, like I do. Let's try this again. And actually add where it's going to make a difference. And it's not even showing. Because it didn't work. I had it on 0. Okay, now you can see it. See, let's blow it up. You see now? That line? It looks like there's 2 on there now. That's supposedly how to make your line thicker. Additional line 1. So there's a pattern out of, how did they come up with that? Okay. Alright, well that one's fixed. Okay, and for those folks that don't have the wireless stuff, you can just eliminate anything wireless we've talked about. You have the specifying inside offset, removing the unnecessary patterns, the dots, lines, etc. in the direct cut mode, trial cutting in the direct cut mode, previewing in grayscale recognition mode of either direct cut or ScanNCut data mode, using the drawing functions to fill patterns or make the outlines thicker, flipping multiple patterns, then additional features of the draw cut selection screen, being settings key to adjust pressure and speed for cut or draw, display the remaining time of the draw or cut, and then matte size keys to switch the matte size in the settings screen, and then the premium functions, and that is to be discussed at a later date whenever they release those. Okay guys, so that's all the key basics that we have with our ScanNCuts, all the cool new little features that brother has given us to play with, which are absolutely awesome. Alright guys, you have a really cool day.